Hello there fam, and welcome to Dad Mode Game Time, where we give our young gamers a video game that can teach them a skill, a life lesson, or a role model. But today I think I'm going to have to add a fourth one to the mix with family togetherness. So, to promote family togetherness, we're going to kick off with the Tabletop Simulator by Berserk Games. Come on, let's go check it out. Tabletop Simulator is exactly what it says on the box. It is a video game program that simulates tabletop games. They have a way to create a single player game for yourself if you want like a game of solitaire, or if you want to just learn how a game works or fiddle with the controls before you start inviting other people to play with you. It has multiplayers, and it has a hot seat mode where you can play on the same computer with multiple people, and that makes me the happiest of all because I can find board games on Tabletop Simulator that maybe I want to play but either can't find online to buy, or maybe it's not around anymore, and I can play that game myself. And I think that's awesome. So let's open a single player. You can see there are a lot of free options up here. We have a solitaire, card, bots, I don't know what that is, chess, we all know that one. There's a sandbox, and there's even more than that. There's Chinese checkers, reversi? I never quite learned how to say that one. Go. If you like RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, we have that here. You want to put together a jigsaw puzzle, you can do that. There's a standard deck of playing cards, so you can play all kinds of games. And they even have one especially for poker with chips and everything. So, you want to do a little simulated gambling, and why not? And of course the sandbox mode with marbles and blocks. You can build all kinds of things in the simulator. There's also paid DLC that you can purchase. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Or you could go to the workshop on Steam. This is for the Steam Online store. And you can find all kinds of board game modules for people who have built the board games into the Tabletop Simulator engine, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. So let's take a look inside. Let's pick the Slay the Spire board game because, well, you know me, I really like Slay the Spire. It's the first video game I ever recommended on the channel. So you can see it takes a little bit to load in, mostly because there's a lot going on. Some of these mods are going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be a bunch of objects that load in that you manipulate yourself. But Slay the Spire has a lot of code underneath because this game takes a lot to set up. And so the person who built this mod has set it up to where it will do a lot of that setup on its own. Maybe I should have picked a different one. Oh, nope, there it is now. It's picking up. And it's all loaded in. And you can see, even now though it's still loading, we can rotate the camera. We can zoom in. We can zoom out. I'm doing all of that with the mouse, by the way. I can click. You can pick a character. Just click your name, it says change the color. So I will be red, and then I can choose the ironclad, and then I pick start game, and it begins the setup. It sets up the board, it gives me the deck of cards, it creates the map, it does all of that. Not every mod is going to be as in-depth as this one. Community reviews I find are pretty accurate, so they let you know what's going on. In fact, let's go check that out right now. I think that would be a great idea. Okay, so here we are. We're in my Steam library page. We're going to go to the store page. Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way right now. Tabletop Simulator is available for $20 on Steam. Or you can buy a 4-pack, one for yourself and 3 for friends or family, for $60. That's pretty good. Buying 4 individual copies would be $80. So it's basically a buy 3, get 1 free. I think that's pretty freaking cool. We can come down and we could see they have VR support, they explain the game, they give you the game requirements, customer reviews, and what I really want to show you guys is the content for this game. Let's browse all. So we have paid DLC, which, you know, are about $10 for Zombicide, or $8 for Super Fight. Usually these are probably going to be pretty high quality. Oh, they have Boss Monster. That one's one of my favorites. This is a really cool card game. I think it's fantastic. You're a boss monster from a video game. You build a dungeon, and then the heroes come to conquer your dungeon and take your treasure, but you will take their souls instead. It's a kind of cutesy, kind of 8-bit looking aesthetic to it. I've played it with my children. We've had a fantastic time. And now I know we can play it on Tabletop Simulator. Hey, alright. My birthday's coming up, so that might be a request from me. But if you don't want to pay for extra board games, you go to your library after you've made the download and you go to Workshop. And you can find all kinds of board games. And these are for free. You can play the Witcher board game if you're a fan of the Witcher video games or the Netflix adaptation. You can play Warhammer 40K. Oh, it even has the rule book, so you can teach yourself to play on Tabletop Simulator before you go out and buy any of those expensive minifigures or try to show up at a Warhammer 40K official event. There's a official Guilty Gear Strive board game. There's another one I recommended as a video game. But there are over 76,000 of these bad boys. And, of course, they are community rated. Right, there's a star rating. You can read about and then you can take a look around. If you are looking for something in particular, you can click search. You can try to find something. Oh, a Stardew Valley board game. That video game will be reviewed at some point. I'm playing a lot of games and I'm trying to get a lot of things caught up. But Paper Mario Beyond the Pages. A fan game maybe? But if you want to get one of these games, all you have to do is find one that you want. And let's see, we can pick a good one. I was excited. Let's see, we were talking about 40K there a minute ago. We can find the one we want, and we can click. And then we click subscribe right there. And then, bam, you've got it. You've got all of it. And the best part of it is that if you have a game module, but your friends or family members do not, They don't need to come over here and find the module that you have. You can host the game, and the computer and the server will use the module you downloaded, and everyone has access to it. So you can play your game, and you don't have to worry about everyone having the same thing, the same download. If you've got it, you host the game, everybody gets to play, and I think that's awesome. This is very fantastic. So, that's Tabletop Simulator. It's on Steam. You can probably find it other places, but I like Steam. I prefer Steam. It's not on other platforms. This is really a PC thing, but it's a low impact simulation that allows you to play a really almost unlimited number of board games and card games. You can host online tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons through this simulator. You can do like your other figure army-based games like Warhammer 40k. You can do so many things with this, and this can help you to connect with family and friends who are maybe far away. I've often thought of maybe older members of a family who perhaps like to play cards or board games, but maybe they don't have so many people close by. Pay them a visit, help them to learn to use Discord, get them a microphone, maybe get them a headset, gift them a copy of Tabletop Simulator, and then you and your long-distance family and friends can connect and talk and play a game. They've got a lot of the classics for free, like I said. They have some more complicated board games and stuff for free through the workshop. They have official and polished card games and board games available on their online page as paid DLC. We walked through that together. Like I said, those look to be pretty inexpensive and inoffensive for a $20 game when most games are $60 already. I feel like paying a little bit more for a game module isn't really that bad. But I have used this to connect with my brothers, to meet with friends online and have a chat and have some fun. And I realized that video games are really a good way to bring people together, to join up as a team and to have a good time. And to that end, I wanted to add that pillar to my list of recommendations. So expect to see more video game recommendations in the future under the Family Togetherness tab. But that's going to be all for now, guys, and we'll see you next time.